Hi, I'm Matt. I always like to use these mirrors in these houses to do my videos. So what I'm doing today is I'm in an empty house which had a pipe break in it, and I guess no one lived here, is the story I heard. So, you know, the water ran for a while, and the mold started to grow in the house, and so they had it's probably a bank-owned property, I don't know for sure. But they had a contractor come in and do a mold remediation. So I'm here now to do what's called clearance testing. So they think they've got the mold out of the house, and I'm here to do the clearance test for them. So here's what I do. You can see the drywall's gone. I'll give you an idea what's going on here. You can see all the drywall's gone, and they've got the new drywall delivered. So they're getting ready to put it back up, but they have to wait for me to do the testing to see if it's okay to proceed. You can hear a blower going down here. This is supposed to be cleaning the air, getting the mold spores out. An air scrubber is what they're commonly called. And I hope this guy passes, but I see some debris down in the ductwork. So it's a good idea to clean the ductwork before you have a clearance test done. So, but then you end up cleaning it twice because look, he's got a lot of construction work to do here. You could clean them and then seal up the ducts, but he didn't do that. So we'll see what happens. I hope he passes, but we'll see. I just call him like I see him. So one of the things I do is I take a humidity reading inside the house. This is called the hygrometer. I love doing the field work. I don't like being in the office so much. I like being out in the field doing this kind of stuff, gathering the data and doing the testing. So it's 48% humidity in here. It's 80 degrees. When you go outside though, it's only 29.6% humidity out here. In the front of the house there a few minutes ago, it was like 31%. So it's, you know, still kind of wet inside the house a little bit. It's wetter outside than it is inside. So that might be another bad sign, boys and girls. So let's go upstairs. And I asked the guy if he looked in the attic before doing the mold remediation, and he said no. And you know, there's probably not going to be a mold issue in the attic, but a lot of times there are. When you have a mold issue in the lower part of the house, in the attic, or I mean in the basement, or in a crawl space. This is my pump going, by the way. This is how I take my air samples. So that's called a spore trap. It's got a serial number on it. It's got a barcode. It's got an expiration date. So anyhow, those go to a lab and they tell us how many spores per liter of air are in here. So it might sound kind of technical, but it's not that bad. It's a little bit of math and a little bit of science. Anyhow, what I wanted to show you was I took a humidity reading in the attic, and I wanted to show everybody how high it was. So, and I just started doing that not too long ago. I started taking humidity readings in attics. It's just part of a regular inspection, just out of curiosity. I started doing that. And it's typically, you know, higher up here than in the rest of the house. So it's hotter and wetter. Getting 71.5 now, 81.6 degrees. And the lid's been off here for a few minutes, the cover. And it was 70. See, now it's going into the 70s. See how much it jumps around? And I'm being careful not to breathe on it, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. Because your breath obviously has humidity in it. Let me breathe on it and show you. So when I breathe on it, it jumps up to 82 and then drops back down to 70. So you got to be careful not to breathe on your humidity, your hygrometer. So anyhow, that's just a quick lesson on how we do mold testing in some of these empty homes. This is called a clearance test again because they've had a mold event, but you can do this same sort of testing that I do in a mold inspection on a house that you suspect has a mold in it, but you don't see it. So either way, we take a mold sample outside, an air sample like I'm doing in the bedroom in there. We take one outside and one on each floor, and then we compare the outside to the inside readings, and hopefully the outside and the inside will be about the same. So anyway, we'll see. That's it.